Evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone had a fantastic Saturday. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson. Let's talk about the weather for your Saturday evening going into your future. Now, looking at the radar right now, you do have some rain going through, like Winsboro, Camden, as well as Hartsfield, Dillon, going all the way just to the south of Chester and Lancaster as well. If you go on and move on to the MRMS right now, showing that we do have some rain going on all the way up inside of like Western Washington, Western Oregon, South Carolina, North Carolina, Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, maybe even some up there in the Northeast as well. But nothing really going on for anywhere else. Here is our current cloud cover. Current cloud cover right now does have some low clouds going through, like the upstate of South Carolina, as well as the Midlands of South Carolina as well. Low Country PD region, not really seeing much at all. And then here is our cloud cover total percentage. As you push this forward, cloud cover just in general is continuing to remain throughout pretty much the entire state, even as you go into tomorrow as well. Not really much to say there. Here is our temperatures right now. 71 at Columbia, 70 at Charleston, as well as 70 at Georgetown, 71 at Myrtle Beach, 68 Rock Hill, 62 in Greenville, 66 inside of Anderson, as well as 71 in Augusta, and Beaufort, Savannah, 73 at Walterboro, 75 at Fairfax, and maybe even 66 at Union, 68 at Greenwood, and places like that. Here's our low temperatures for tonight. Low temperatures for tonight seems to be around 58 at Columbia, 60 at Orangeburg, 61 inside of Moncks Corner, as well as 64 in Charleston, Hilton Head Island, 59 at Georgetown and Myrtle Beach, as well as 56 in Cheraw, 55 at Dillon, 54 at Rock Hill, as well as 54 at Spartanburg, 55 at Greenville, as well as 56 at Henderson, 56 at Greenwood, 58 at Aiken, 59 at Barnwell, and some other places as well. Here is our precipitation. Precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. A lot of rain could fall. Around 100th of an inch to a tenth of an inch possible in Anderson, Greenwood, Columbia, Orangeburg, maybe King Street and Myrtle Beach has the potential to receive 100th of an inch to a tenth of an inch, and a tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch possible in Georgetown, Dillon, Cheraw, maybe even Spartanburg, Greenville as well. And then maybe even a quarter of an inch to a half an inch possible in Rock Hill. Maybe even Camden as well. So, again, upwards of a half an inch is possible as you go through the next 24 or so hours. You can see as we move into the Storm Prediction Center, not really much in terms to say here. The only chance really of thunderstorms that you have is tonight. That goes through for mostly, I say most of the state of South Carolina, except for like the western low country of South Carolina, maybe going to the southern low country of South Carolina as well, and then maybe even into the Western Midlands as well, and the very, very far upstate. But everyone else has a chance to receive thunderstorms, and then that's for tonight. And even as you refresh, it's still there. I think they need to update it. Still, nothing for day 2, nothing for day 3 either. And this actually is wrong. I'll show that in just a second. But here is the ARRR right here. We're gonna move back to the 18Z. We move on all the way through to 9 o'clock as we start here. Obviously, more rain is definitely occurring than as modeled here. But as you continue to push this forward, rain is continuing to most likely fall, even as you get into around 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. But then as you get into late morning, early afternoon, showers and downpours does decide to kind of clear out a little bit more, and not really too much rain is expected after that. So again, not really much. Not really much is expected here as we go through tonight, really, and then go into early tomorrow morning. So as we continue that, let's talk about the tropics. Tropics down over here. We're going to go to the 7-day graphical outlook. And you can see that we do have disturbance 1. Broad area of low pressure is likely to develop over the southwestern Caribbean Sea around the middle of next week. Some gradual development of the system will be possible through the end of next week, while it meanders or drifts northeastward over the next through the end of next week. While I completely botched that, but while it meanders or drifts northeastward over the southwestern Caribbean Sea. So right now, only at 20% over the next 7 days. That's the only thing that we're looking at right now. Eastern Pacific, Tropical Storm Christy is still out here. Not really expected to do much. And, okay, I did not mean to do that. But all I do know is that there's some other development areas also over there. And, that's pretty much that. Let's go on and talk about the future. And when I say the future, I mean like the next 300 or so hours. So here we go over here. We're going to move over to the southeast. And you can see the time and the date is at the top right corner of your screen. And as you continue to push this forward, rain could possibly come back towards the low country of South Carolina going through October the 29th, maybe even the 30th. And the showers kind of stay around South Carolina like they have been. Not much rain, even as we go into November the 6th-ish. And we're watching for some development off the coast of the Atlantic. But that's over 300 hours out, so not really much to talk about there. And again, just nice and quiet. Rain is possible, but other than rain, nice and quiet. That's pretty much it. So that is that. And let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say for tonight. Only 3 chats tonight. Let's move this over here. Whittrail says, greetings everyone, greetings to you. Ms. Oliver says, good evening, another dry sunny day at my house. My mom received rain today in Chattanooga, Tennessee. That is, I don't know what the drought conditions are looking like over there. I might check that later, see what's going on. My cousin Thad says, good evening, Joseph. Good evening to you. My name is Seth LJ. You could have come. Yeah, I could have went, but I just decided to stay. I had some other stuff that I need to get done, so I could have, but I just decided to stay home instead. And then James says, yo, what's up? And that's it. So I don't see anything else. So we're going to move on. We're going to talk about San Antonio and Raleigh. And while we're waiting for that as well, just wanted to say thank you to everyone that's watching, especially with my voice sounding like this. I don't know when it's going to get better, but I do not sound like myself, and my voice is like cracking a lot. So I do apologize for that, but I'm just going to try and get through this. I decided to not let it stop me from still doing forecasts, though. So thank you to everyone that's still staying with us. But as we continue through, let's go talk about rain for San Antonio. Nothing's really going on in terms of rain-wise as you go through the next 48 or so hours. So I think that we're pretty much good with that. Let's talk about temperatures now. As we wait for it here, check out the likes as well. Yeah, okay, so we have 6 people watching and 6 likes. That is good. That is good. But if you have not hit the like button yet and you're watching, please make sure that you do, in fact, do so. As you go into low temperatures tonight, around 63 high temperatures tomorrow, around 87 low temperatures tomorrow night, and around 58 high temperatures. Not really showing much here. Not really showing much here, as it doesn't really get past the next 48 or so hours, and it stops at around 9 o'clock in the morning. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. And then as you get into low temperatures tonight, seems to be around 50-ish. High temperatures tomorrow at around, wow, hold on. High temperatures tomorrow at around 56. So low temperatures around 51 tonight. High temperature for your Sunday at 56. Only an increase of 5 degrees tomorrow. And then low temperatures going even deeper into around 44 potentially. So that is that. Let's talk about rain now as well. So we're going to wait for that to load right back up. There it goes. So as you go into tonight, rain is possible. As you go through tonight, 11 p.m. going all the way through to around 6, 7 a.m., maybe even 9. Or I say, no, I didn't around 7 o'clock-ish. And then you go into tomorrow, like afternoon-ish, and going into like tomorrow night, not really a lot to talk about there. And that's pretty much that. Let's go on and talk to see if there's any sort of threat for any sort of thunderstorm or excessive rainfall activity. Nothing in terms of excessive rainfall. But if we go on and talk about severe weather, nothing in terms of severe weather either. So that seems to pretty much be about it. Here's the last look at your radar right here. 282 subscribers. Let's go on and get to 300 by November the 5th, Election Day. So let's go on and get there. We have 10 days remaining until Election Day. And 10 days remaining until the goal ends. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the share button as well to the people that you know. And that seems to be about it. Let's check real quick, because last time I missed some. I did not miss any today, according to my computer now. If I see some after, we'll regard those. But I don't see any now. So I'm going to guess that I'm good to go. So hopefully everyone has a fantastic rest of your Saturday evening. Tomorrow we will be talking about the week forecast for October the 27th going October the 27th going all the way into November the 2nd. So the week of October the 27th through the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, the 31st, and November the 1st and the 2nd. We'll talk about that tomorrow. And I'll be back tomorrow evening because I do not do videos on Sunday morning. So everyone have a fantastic rest of your Saturday evening. And I'll be back tomorrow evening with another forecast update.